This video is to help you become familiar with some of the resources that are available to you in MyMathLab. So I have created here just this sample course using the textbook from Math 143, but the general structure looks very similar no matter what the course is or what the textbook is. So first of all, you enter the course on the course homepage, and here you see a calendar. And it's probably viewed by 2 weeks at a time, but you can change how you view that calendar. And it shows you with these blue circles here when assignments are due and how many. You also have announcements here in this section, as well as any past due assignments and any current assignments that are available. Up next is the e-text. And when you click on the e-text link, this text opens in a new window. And from here, you can click on the table of contents. Even though this may not be the exact same book, again, the structure works the same, that you can click on the table of contents and you can narrow down to the particular section that you are looking for. So let's say, for instance, maybe you're looking for section 2A. Then you can find it quickly here. And this gives you the content for that particular section. So I encourage you to read through this section, look at the videos that are attached as well. So this is a video that's just an overview of the whole section. This particular video is for that example 1 that walks you through this example. And then you can scroll through the next page either here along the bottom, or you can again go back to the table of contents, or you could search for a keyword if there's something in particular that you're looking for, like a particular concept, when you go to review. Now I'm going to come back to the MyMathLab page, and I'm going to skip down to Multimedia Library. This is also a very useful feature because I can look at all of the resources that are available in any textbook by chapter, and I can narrow down by section. So, and then I can also narrow down by media type. Now, normally when I'm looking for what's available, I'm going to click Select All. And what we see that's available when we scroll down here is we now have a link again to that particular section in the textbook, and you have several videos included, and there's also a PowerPoint available. Sometimes there may be video lectures or an animation, so check out this particular resource if you want to see everything that's available other than just the print textbook or even the e-textbook. Up next is assignments, and this is one that students probably go to very often because this is what's actually being graded. So you may have more assignments listed in your MyMathLab than what is due that particular week. So I open up many assignments at one time so that you can kind of see it at least a couple of weeks ahead of what to expect. So we see here that these 3 sections are due at the same time, and then the next 3 sections are due a week later, and so forth and so on. If you have attempted a section, then you can click on See Score and see what your performance is on that particular assignment. Now this one I have only answered 1 question, and I didn't even answer it all correctly. So I'm going to click back into that assignment, and it will show me anything that I have completed. So again, I have answered question 1, and I got 0.75 points out of the 1 point available. I could go back into question 1 right away, or I could just skip ahead to question 2. Again, that's up to you how you decide to do that. And I'm going to kind of shrink my screen here a little bit so that you can see the full assignment on the screen. And I'm just going to kind of randomly guess through these. But as I click or type in a number answer, then this button here at the bottom right is now available that I can check my answer. And if an answer is incorrect, it will usually give you some type of feedback. So it's giving me some kind of hint as to what I need to focus on for that particular problem. Now I'm just going to randomly check again, but notice this time it says final check. So it gave me some leeway there, I guess you could say, that first time around, but this time with the final check, now I see I have the right answer. So I could go ahead to the next question. Now I can see I'm on question 3. I can click on the homework overview and again see a little bit better about what's going on with this particular these questions in this assignment, like my performance, how I did, what's still left to answer. I can go back to previous questions. So I see here that, yeah, I didn't get the full credit for this question, but I could try it again. Do that option if you want to improve your score on any assignment. You can continue to try again until you get it perfected. Some other resources that are available within the assignment questions are the textbook, a link to the textbook, StatCrunch, which you may or may not use very often depending on the course and the content. And then there's definitely here, Get More Help. Now you will use this one. I highly encourage you to use this. And in particular, Ask My Instructor. So notice that now another window has popped up here, and this is going to give me, your instructor, an email, and it will show me exactly the question that you're having concerns about, and you have a chance to type in a short message here about what you may need help with. So maybe it's that you feel like you understand the formula, but you're not sure how to type it in the calculator. If you'll give me that type of information, whatever it is, then it can kind of help direct me when I come back to answer your question. Now, depending on the mode of the course, I will either answer this question through a video response or I'll answer it in class. So if this is an online only course, then I'll video a response and send that back to you within 24 to 48 hours. If it's a seated course, then we will discuss it in the next class. Or I may also send back a video. It just depends how much time I have and how long it will be before the next class. So up next, I have here requested videos. And so anytime you use this, and students in the past have used this, I have kind of collected this playlist of videos that I've responded with solutions. So you asked, I answered. And you can see here all of the questions that I've answered for this particular course, and they are categorized by chapter, section, and problem number. And this one, of course, is for Math 143, but it looks very similar even for Math 171 or 152. It doesn't matter. As well, I've also included a brief description of what the content is about for that particular video. So I encourage you to look here as well if you're having problems, because usually students have very similar questions. So you may have or there may have been a student who had the same type of question in the past, and so I've already answered that question. So coming back to MyMathLab, there's one more feature I want to show real quick, and that's the grade book. So again, as you do assignments, you can see those scores here, and that will populate as you complete them. You can see your progress increase here. You see how many homework assignments you have, how many tests you have, and you can even show the calculation as far as the weights for these different categories as you do more homework tests in the final exam.